Battalion 3, engines 16, 21, 22, and 27, and truck 21. Structure fire. 9 Delta, 9 Echo. 2211 Pacific Beach Drive. Campland on the Bay, Mission Bay. Cross Street, D on the road.
So we're available from our last, we're on the road, put us on the structure fire.
A couple units for 1131 coming in PB now for Campland Mission Bay, 2211 PB Drive. The fire is in round, they're piecing. It's a boathouse on fire and the gas tanks possibly are exploding inside. See flames about 12 feet tall and hearing popping noises. A couple blocks.
We have a pretty large fire here. If we could get some other units as well.
10-4-1-11, John, can you start that way?
Can you add engine 21?
Engine 21.
Engine 27, Metro copies as a team, single story, multi-structure, fully involved. Engine 27 on hydrant, attacking fires, assuming Pacific IC.
Start having units block people off from this backside of Campland. The shed's filled with a bunch of propane.
Pacific IC from engine 16, we're on C.
Engine 16, come on up to the scene here. I've got a medical aid, a smoke inhalation victim. I'm going to have you handle that component. All incoming units, stage.
This is what's got to be a perfect copy. IC engine 9 stage.
Over here working on it, please. Okay, I copy. Break. Engine 21, you have truck 21 working with you on exposures. Engine 22, you are fire attack, and you have engine 27 firefighters.
121, King.
21 King.
If you want more units, we can get some from Western Virginia. 3 more. We've got, looks like 3 more units also.
I think we've got it pretty well contained now with the officers we have here getting people back. We do have medics here for our individual. We're going to find out here in a few minutes if he's going to be transported or not.
Stage out on Grand Avenue, just across from Mission Bay High School. Truck 1 is here on the scene.
Okay, so just for a situational update, fire's taking over control of the fire, and we don't need any more units for evacuation. Sounds like nobody else is inside, they're just working on the plane.
Copy. Obviously the wind is pushing in the direction of the dock there. If you guys are able to do a lap and maybe put some eyes from the water and get back to me, and I'm going to have you switch to taxi.
121 King, they say that there's no one on the dock and they're monitoring if it reaches the dock.
They're still working on it.
Charlie's side, having difficult accessing or making attacks on the fire that you see on the top of the building there.
Battalion 3 has assumed Pacific IC. Update on conditions. This is a electrical storage facility for equipment, including golf carts and electrical machinery. Crews are currently in a defensive posture, making progress attacking the fire. Metro Pacific ICP requesting HazMat response.
Pacific IC will go ahead and ask HazMat, you need light and air.
Make it over to the affirmative. You can dispatch light and air, and can you make a notification to have all units from IC, anyone in or around the smoke must be on air. All units, everybody on air. Able to conduct a welfare check along the dock there. I'd like to make sure that anybody that was impacted with the smoke and or any individuals who are experiencing any issues communicating with somebody from outside the pier there have a source.
Copy that. We can dock and do just a walking check on the dock.
One other King, medium and
10-4 medium 97 on PB Drive.
And we're camping here at Campland by the Bay, and we were over on the other side where our trailers parked, heard a boom, boom, looked over, immediate blazes coming up, dark smoke, heavy fire, traveled from the marina building to the next building, and then saw palm trees going up in fire, and heard a man yelling for his daughter, and that's when we came out and started looking to see what was going on. And as you can see, there are fire trucks everywhere, policemen everywhere. It's still going on. It's awful.
My name's Jackson the CV, and so like what I saw was like there was like lots of fire. One of our friends came like, the Marine's on fire, and I'm like, what? And I just came out so I can like see what's happening. So I just see like everything. There's like stuff going up. So because like the batteries and like the golf carts in there, like there was a lot of stuff in there. So like I know that the lots are going to explode, and like there's a lot of electrical in there, so like they can charge stuff. But like in 3 minutes like of that happening, it got like huge. Like a little fire can turn into a huge fire. It's like that one over there. I'm like.
Also, we'd like to get the Coast Guard notified and ask them to give the B3 cell phone a phone call to potential runoff hazardous materials in the bay.
Specific IC, Metro Coffee, contains a timer, negative on SDG, requesting Coast Guard to notify B3 cell phone, potential runoff hazard materials into the bay.
Can you reach out to Station 38 looking for a yard of sand and a loader to assist with some diking and damming here?
We got Bedford, Station 38.
And so I'm like, okay, let me see what else he said. Because I'm just curious as to what else. He's like, no, that's all good.
Building, sent Dad back into the water to get our boat, just in case. There was a guy that was in there though with a fire extinguisher that came out of the smoke, and said it was too late.
You guys good?
Yep. So we're at Campland On The Bay off of Pacific Beach Drive. Right about 2 p.m. this afternoon, we received many calls reporting a structure on fire here at the campground. Units arrived within a couple of minutes. Found a building behind me fully engulfed. This was a maintenance or storage type building that's part of the campground. Inside they stored golf carts, batteries, paints, some maintenance materials, roughly 1,500 square feet. The building was fully lost, and we also had some damage to nearby vehicles and several of the palm trees. It took about 30 minutes to knock the fire down. Our biggest concern now is the environmental impact of the runoff of some of the materials that are flowing into the bay. The general fire runoff, things that were burned. In addition, we have some cleaning supplies and maintenance type materials that were inside the building. So once we figured out that was going to be an issue with the possibly hazardous materials leaving the building, we started reducing the water use. And then the facility here actually has a tractor, so we pulled some sand off the beach, created some berms to try to limit the impact of the bay. So we made notifications, including Coast Guard and Office of Emergency Services. Coast Guard's on the way. Our HazMat team is here sampling water to determine what the next steps may be and how much it may affect the bay. One civilian injury. We had one person with a minor smoke inhalation injury. They chose not to go to the hospital, and we have no injuries from firefighters.
Can you tell us who that person was? A guest resident?
I don't know. It was either a guest or possibly an employee here. I don't have that info. Total, we're estimating approximately $1.5 million in damage to the building, the contents, and the vehicles, and a few boat trailers that were nearby.
Can you tell me a little bit about just your crew, your firefighters, everybody good, everybody okay?
Yeah, everybody's good. We have all of our crews going through rehab right now. Fairly extensive firefight, pretty hot, so it's not too hot today, luckily. But part of our safety procedures is run all of our firefighters through rehab, take their vital signs, make sure that they're all healthy and ready to continue shift.
Last thing I got for you, speaking on the weather, with breeze, did that cause any problems or anything like that?
Not really. It was windy. The column of smoke was visible from all over San Diego. So it was a pretty significant column of smoke from the fire. So luckily we were able to get in here and prevent any further damage. Also lucky that there were no other buildings nearby. So yeah, wind was a factor, but didn't create too much of a challenge.
About how much longer are y'all going to be out here?
Several hours.
Several hours.
Cleanup, part of it, the environmental impact mitigation, we're still not quite sure the extent of that. So our HazMat team is evaluating that, and with the help from Coast Guard and OES, we'll determine what the next steps are going to be and how long we'll be out there.
Is that a fire department HazMat team?
Yes, fire rescue department, hazardous materials.
Now we see the fire restarting behind you. Is that something that's going to keep happening because of the batteries?
Yeah, there's possibly batteries in there. In addition, we're going to be putting out hotspots for a little while. We're really trying to limit the amount of water we put on there right now because of the bay. So you may see some, hotspots flare up a little bit, but the fire's not going to go anywhere. That's a conscious decision on our part to try to limit the impact of the bay.
Is that greenish reflection on that pond right there? Is that just the reflection, or
no?
Is
We
that
believe it's paint. Like I said, our HazMat team is testing the water and the runoff to determine exactly what it is, what the hazards may be, and what steps we need to take.
Thank you, Chief.
Anything else? All right.
And media is 97.
Media 97, 6 cars.